All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as it These guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Right back to Drake. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Sproles. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 16. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And his first carry, he loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On second down, it's Drake. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards on the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 38.
50.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first and goal, Drake, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw is Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back onto the field comes Philly's offense. You know, Charles, the Eagles, they've kind of gone from having one of the most enviable quarterback positions in the league. So a couple question marks here because you got Carson Wentz still recovering from the knee injury. Nick Foles with a shoulder injury now.
And the thing that they've got going for them, even though it's a little bit unsettled right now, is that it's not as bad as maybe it appears. Carson Wentz has now been cleared for 11 on 11 work. They're hoping contact will come sooner rather than later. The injury to Nick Foles.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Kiko Alonso, the former Eagle, coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 1st down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and short, Drake. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st down, Wentz. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Wallace, 30 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tannehill on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Going deep here for Still. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Still's the intended target. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Come on now, let's go, let's go.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A pitch out to Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's score. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get set.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang. Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last 2 teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota.
It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Wentz now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now Wentz will keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Run. 82.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now this time Wentz will throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Run.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to him on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap. This one up. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They run again with Ajayi. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Wentz going long here for Wallace. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm BrianAkaDaddy's. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.